Okay, so before we start, let me ask you all a few questions. In Eclipse, do you know how to find the runtime errors? Suppose you have created any ABAP artifact or an object, and if any dump comes with respect to that object, how to find the runtime errors? Anyone? Anyone? How to know the runtime errors? Okay, cool. So in case if you don't know, first of all, one shortcut for all of you is Control and 3, which helps you to give in quick access. So I'll just make a note of it here. So Control plus 3, this helps you to give a quick access. Okay, how does it work is, come to your Eclipse editor, press Control and 3. So see, it will open automatically here. Okay, if you want to search something, suppose like feed reader or something, example like I've searched here. So if you see, whatever you type, automatically it will come here. Automatically it will come here. So in case if you want to see the runtime dumps, search for feed reader, okay, and click on the same. Search for the feed reader and click on the same. Once you click on the same, wait for some time, let the view load. Automatically you will be able to see all the runtime errors that has occurred in your system with respect to your objects. So if you just expand it, there are 18 runtime errors which is caused by you, suppose example. Okay, so if you want to see those runtime errors and all, these are all the different runtime errors which has occurred. If you want to see this, just click on the error, and on the right hand side here you will get whatever syntax and all is coming. So in the same way it will happen. Understood? Like on the last class we got runtime errors and all, right? Item duplicate key and all. So if you see, all those errors will be here. You can see the line number, like how we see in ST22. Similarly, the source code extract, the reason, cause, event, everything will be mentioned here, and all your runtime dumps will be here. And until, so if you see 16 means like what those 16 which have unread. If I just keep on clicking now, it will keep on reducing. So until unless you would have gone through your dumps, it will keep on like as an unread in, as in like your emails which are unread in the inbox. So in the same way, you will be able to see all your runtime dumps in this way, Control and 3. In case if you don't want to go via this way, if you have these views all here, just go your feed reader here. See, this is your feed reader. Even if you click on the same, it will automatically navigate to the same. So in this way, you can observe all your dumps which are there in your system. Is this tool helpful for you all? So now, since suppose if someone is working here in Eclipse, obviously they can't go to ST22, right? So this way it will be very helpful for you. Atul, here see, if you do Control Shift A and press ST22, if you press ST22, see here, it will again open a transaction. If you open this again, it will again open a SAP embedded GUI, but I don't want to do that. Getting the point, Atul? If I want to open ST22, then basically it is again opening your embedded SAP GUI inside your Eclipse. But without going to embedded SAP GUI, if I want to see the runtime dumps, I can go to Control and 3 feed reader and I'll be able to see all the dumps. Just a second, it has. So till that time I'll maintain it here. Just a second. This went for a toss. Okay. So here if you go to feed reader, runtime errors caused by you, similar to ST22. Okay, one more question to you all. In Eclipse, how will you, okay, so Atul, you were asking me, right? See the problem, I opened ST22 from Control Shift A, right? What happened? See this is the problem. It will first open a transaction report like this, wherein like when you check the details of the transaction code, right, in SE93, it will open like this, and then again you have to execute. So it's not so convenient like in SAP GUI you directly give ST22 and you execute, right? But here it will open the SE93 kind of a screen for you, and then like that. Okay, got the point? Guru, it control feed reader will only give the runtime dumps occurred by the objects created by you or the objects worked by you. So in case if anyone else has also created and if you have worked on the object, it is going to give you a dump. But you will not be able to see the other users runtime errors. In that case, you have to go to your ST22 and check it out. Or you may explore, like at least in Eclipse, if any such feature has yet come up with. Okay. Like I have already showed you how the transport organizer comes up. Yeah, Shravan, please let us know if there is a feature. Shravan, you can unmute yourself and speak up. Like I haven't muted you all. Shravan, would you like to share?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, so what I tried is that in the feed query, in the header line, I just went there, right click, there is option called add query. If we go there, there is something like, there is an option where we can filter based on the names, like apply filter. If I just remove that filter, it's just showing all other dumps also.
Where you are telling, tell me?
The feed query have you shown, right? Yeah.
Oh, the feed reader, okay.
Feed reader, in the top, we keep that right click, in the 24 dumps we have, right? The first line.
Yeah.
Right click.
Okay. I understood. You are telling to add a feed query and for other users, right?
Yes. If I remove that, if I click next and it shows list of users, we can take out the filter. Yeah, by default it is our user, and if we remove, it works.
Okay, so then we can do that. Fine, cool. So then we can change the user here and then we can visit. So thanks a lot, Shravanan. So we got the feature. So someone is asking the question. So Guru, your question is answered then. Okay. So I'll add that point. So in case if you want to check dumps caused by other users, then go to feed reader and add feed reader query and then provide your username. Okay, perfect. Fine. Okay then. So these are some of the tips and tricks for today. Okay, one more thing which I was telling you, instead if you are not able to see your transport organizer here, what you can do is click on window, click on show view. Here if you see, there are lots of views available here. What you are seeing there, these all views are available here. In case if you are not able to see your transport organizer here also, click on others. Once you click on others, scroll up, go inside ABAP, and inside ABAP check for all. See, all these are the different views. ATC, dictionary log, ABAP traces, everything is there. Okay, and just scroll down, click on your transport organizer, and the same opens here. So anyways, it's not just about the transport organizer, it's about the other views also, which are very helpful. Just go to Windows, show view, and you will be able to see all your views related to your ABAP perspective. Or if you click on others also, here just go and observe under ABAP. So you will be able to see the different views. If you want to see the traces, go to the ABAP traces. If you want to see your ATC check results, go to your ATC result browser or ATC problems. Similarly, whatever these shortcuts you are seeing here, like the properties, suppose if I click on properties, what it shows is, it shows me this program ka properties, right? So if you see here, this shows me the program ka properties. Similarly, if I want to see the other views which are not available here, and if you want to see any of those things, just go to Windows and show view and others, or otherwise if you have your whatever you require, if you have it here in that way. Is it clear up to this point how to utilize these features? But Atul, I'll recommend not to go Control Shift and do a search on ST22. Got the point, Atul?